Hey, familia, welcome to your daily dose of spice, where we inject a little bit of positivity into your day each and every day. We have our YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook familia right here. We've got our Instagram familia over here. And if you are watching, please leave a comment. Let us know where in this whole wide world that you are joining us from. I would love to give you a shout out and say hello and make a connection with you. Today's topic is all about how to handle the overwhelm that is making you sick. And today I'm going to share with you 3 different ways that you can start practicing today to make a huge impact in your health in relation to this overwhelm that is literally making you sick. And if you're somebody who's experiencing overwhelm, you know it is physically making you sick. And I have definitely been there. So 3 tips we're going to share today. And if you are new here, welcome to the familia. My name is Alex Rosa. I'm a holistic practitioner and I am your brain body balance doctor. I'm all about finding ways that are healthy and sustainable for you to live a more holistic life, and really thinking about the brain, the body, and how to keep them in balance. And the way that I do that is I share tips and strategies that you can use in your real life, because you're a real person, to achieve and try to maintain that balance within your life in all your many roles. Because I know if you're like me, you are doing all the things. And if you are in a high pressure, high stress environment, a high stress career, high stress role, and you are making a lot of decisions, you've got a lot of people that are counting on you to do things and to do the right thing or to care for them, then you know that this overwhelm can just be a constant cycle, and it's a constant stress on your body. So that's why today, 3 ways to really get rid of that overwhelm that is making you sick. So quick visual descriptor: I am a Latina female. I have a blue button-down shirt on. I have some caramelly colored skin now because I got some sun. I've got my big hoop earrings, because who doesn't love big hoop earrings? And I've got my hair pulled back into a ponytail. I have brown hair, and I am in a yellow room. Used to be my son's nursery. It is a yellow room with some green avocado colored walls, which I absolutely love, and some brown furniture. And I upload all of my videos to audio because I know as a busy person, I have to listen to things on the go. And I am always having things in my car that I am listening to, whether it's school or, development related. Audio is the way to go if you're a busy person. So that's why I do it, because I try to make things that are as accessible as I can to whoever might want to listen to it. So that is that. So our first one, and I'm going to put them up on the screen as I go. The first one I want to talk about is love. And showing love, practicing love, is going to be one of the greatest ways to really decrease that overwhelm in your life and in what you're experiencing, to have an impact on your physical health. Because all of May, we're really talking about ways to improve your physical health. And I'm not talking about losing weight, right? And I think that's the first thing that people go to, is losing weight. No. When I'm talking about physical health, I'm talking about that brain-body connection, because they are so connected. And I have seen it over the many years of my practice. Brain and body are connected. Our emotions turn into physical symptoms. And if you are overwhelmed, you know what that's like. You're probably got high blood pressure. Sometimes our skin gets messed up. Our hair doesn't look how it's supposed to look. Your tummy is hurting. Your joints are hurting. It manifests in so many different ways. So if we can start practicing love, self-love, showing yourself love by setting boundaries, allowing yourself to say no to things, making yourself a priority, putting yourself first, loving yourself, accepting yourself, knowing that you are worthy of spending time on, and you are worthy of loving. Those are all ways to grow in this area and to start building those skills to show yourself love and to put yourself first. Because you're not like automatically gonna feel that way. And I think if you did, then we would all be fine in this area, and we'd all be loving ourselves and be happy with who we are. But so many of us are not. And so many of us feel like we are not worthy and we are lacking in certain areas. No. Start practicing love, showing yourself love. And there are so many ways that you can start implementing this, but I just want you to think about setting boundaries, putting yourself as a priority, thinking about yourself first. And if you watch any of my videos, I am always sharing tips about how to actually do this. And this is one of the ways that there's a multitude of different things. You have to find one that works for you or a combination, but showing yourself love first will have such an impact on decreasing this overwhelm and bringing an improvement in your physical health. Okay. The next one is strength. So I want you to think of strength as the ability to say no and having that strength within, right? And last month we talked about the eye of spice, which is looking within. And all of the letters of spice stand for something. So the S stands for spirit, the P stands for physical, which what we're talking about this month. I stands for insight, is what we talked about last month. C is for career, talked about that previously. E is for emotion. So having that strength to look within and acknowledge any downfalls you might have, anywhere that you might feel like you need support, right? Because mental health professionals need mental health professionals. Doctors get sick. They need to go see another doctor. Okay. Teachers need to learn. They go see another teacher. They learn from another teacher. We all need each other for support. There is no shame. No shame. Have some strength. There is no shame in asking for help, in seeking support, in finding a community. And this is what I'm doing through this platform, this familia, this Spice Familia, is building that community, a place for you to find support, to feel comfortable, right? A safe space to seek support and find people that understand what you're going through. That is what we're doing. And having the strength to say, I need help. That shows so much strength, so much strength. So be empowered to have that strength for yourself and to realize we do need help sometimes. And there's no shame in that. It only makes you a better person. And it only shows how much strength that you have by asking for more help. Okay. So strength is the next one. Grace is the last one I wanted to talk about. And each one of these things is how I internalize and how I think about myself, and the how I want to show up in the world is by having love, strength, and grace. And when I speak about grace, I speak about forgiveness and easiness and flow. And grace to understand that you are only one person and you can only do so many things. And so much of that overwhelm comes from you wanting to please everyone and do all the things and wear all the hats and say yes to everything and everyone. But in reality, you're only one person. And you are your first priority. You are your first priority. Because if you are not physically well and physically mobile and physically able to do things, there is no way that you will be able to serve others, to teach others, to care for others, to care for your family, if you're not putting that part of yourself first. Okay? Having the grace to know that not everything will be perfect. Not everything will be perfect. I want you to write that in the comments. Not everything will be perfect, okay? But it's okay. And the grace part comes in, it's okay. Things are going to happen how they are meant to happen. And we're kind of stepping into that spiritual part, the grace part. Everything will happen how it is meant to happen. So not being so hard on yourself, having the grace to be okay with that, and the easiness and the flow. And that grace comes with that alignment, that brain-body alignment. So much grace happens and so much easiness happens when those things are all aligned. Okay. And that's why I speak so much about that brain-body connection and the balance part, how to practice these in real life, how to start practicing love, showing strength, having grace in real life because you're a real person. How is that going to look in your life? And it's not going to look the same in everybody's because we're all different. But how is that going to look to you in your life? What are you going to do today? And this is what I want you to take away from this and leave a comment is, how are you today going to show love, strength, and or grace? How are you going to do this today for yourself? How are you going to show up in these areas? And if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, at least think about it in your brain. How are you going to start implementing this, living this, practicing this, showing yourself love, having strength for yourself, and showing grace to yourself and showing grace to others? Because So much of what others put upon us, those negative emotions, those negative vibrations, that anger, the distrust, the stress, the demands, right, that other people put on us, it's because they only have the tools that are in their toolkit, right? And we don't all come with the same toolkit. We do not all come with the same toolkit. And it all depends on our past experiences and what we have grown up and what tools that have been shown to us to deal with things. And so not everybody has those tools where they can express their emotions in the correct way, that they can express how they're feeling, and that they can show you respect, or, respect your boundaries, because they don't understand that. And that's okay. It's not on you to feel responsible for that. That's them. What is your responsibility is how you will respond to that. How will you show love? How will you have strength? How will you show grace to those around you? That is where that power truly lies. And that, by aligning all those things, that will truly create so much balance within you and alleviate so much of that stress and so much of that overwhelm when you just are able to have grace, have strength, and show love. Okay. So that is my talk about how to handle the overwhelm that is making you sick. And if you're struggling with a lot of that overwhelm and you want to push past it, and you know that there's so much more that you're capable of, but this overwhelm is starting to build within you, and you have not yet found a way to find a healthy and safe way to deal with that, definitely reach out to me for a consultation. Let's have a talk about what is really happening in your life, and maybe we can find some solutions to how you can start feeling better in these areas, how you can start having more brain body balance in your life, and how you show up in the world. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We will talk more about brain body balance. I love this topic. And all of May, how to improve your physical health, right? And I'm not talking about losing weight. I'm not talking about losing weight. I'm talking about so much more, so much of your body on a deeper physical level. Okay, that brain body connection. All right, guys, as always, for a balanced life, just add spice, and I will catch you mañana. Take care.